no place here, currently.
Well then, hello there. I've been playing around with Warrior, and I must say I took this class even a much higher lazy level, because now we literally are using one skill for mapping and one skill for bossing. So for mapping, the leap slam of course is our main skill, but for bossing we literally just press one button of rolling slam, and every single boss rare in the game, I mean all the rares will die from leap slam, but every boss from rolling slam is just dead. So I will go explain the gear. Basically with the two-handed weapons, because now I'm using two-handed as this is a different build, you will want to find something like chance for mace slam skills to cause aftershock. Thanks to this, we are not gonna have to use the gem with Aftershock 2 that gives 35%. Instead of that, we can just get more damage. So weapons, these are nothing special. 600 DPS weapons, nothing too special. I bought them for 3 divines. Same here, you would want to have the chance for Aftershocks. I use Viper Cap because of the surrounded technique. It just gives so much armor and damage. I would recommend using this. You'll be fine using a normal helmet piece with armor, but I highly recommend to get this one. Your chest piece, typical, get as much possible armor, some resistance. You need HP, of course, life, and strength, because you rolling slam, if you are going to scale levels, it's gonna cost you a lot, and I mean a lot, like 2900 it costs me right now on level 40. My amulet, well, has +3 to melee skills, some percentage of life, strength, and some resistance. Your rings, of course, you want life, strength, resistances as well. Optional, you can take evasion rating. I'll explain that later, but you will convert that evasion rating into armor. My gloves typically has level 2 melee skills, life, some strength. I managed to get these gloves for 2 divines, and it has resistance, so I think it's a steal. A bit low on armor, but that's fine. Belt, tried to aim with high armor as well, some resistance. Boots, we don't need movement speed because our leap slam is basically our movement speed. Resistance, of course, and armor. So that would be it for the gear. Now for the skills. Your leap slam is going to be your main ability to clear. So I have put some attack speed here. Of course, more AoE. This of all 3. The only purpose I have this one is just for the 200% multi-cost. Why do we want the multi-cost? Same here. Multi-cost is 130%, close combat. No, this is momentum. That's 120%. Why? Because the moment I take this out, like, all our damage is gone, right? The 300 DPS, don't look at that, because that's on the weapon set 2 right now. Normally I have 188, but look at the damage when I take this out. Like, we have no damage now. Why? Because we get 2% of extra physical damage per 10 life cost. So by using gems that have cost multiplier, we get this skill to such a ridiculous amount of cost that you just have free damage all the time. So currently my leap slam is, well, 2300 life cost, which is not that bad. It was a bit higher. And for bosses, you just switch this to rolling slam. So the rolling slam is basically, yeah, 2900. It's literally all my HP when I use it. But it is worth it, because look at the damage on that thing. 500, 500,000. And that's just the first slam. The second slam, guess, yeah, it's 1 million. So basically with 2 slams do 1.5 million, which is just insane of damage. And keep in mind, you will aftershock. I have 92% chance for aftershock, so basically it's double damage. So on this, I took fire penetration. Why did I take fire penetration? Well, because of these weapons, as I gain 29% of extra fire damage, and this one has similar 32% of fire damage, and well, if I'm doing like pinnacle bosses that have high resistance, like 75% of fire resistance, well, this ignores it, and of course it has cost multiplier as well. In the future, I do plan swapping this for the Rakyata gem, because it basically turns the 75% of resistance of the bosses to minus 75. So I'll do even more damage, and the Rakyata has also 120% of multiplier. Fist of War for the 200%, but the best part is that this double affects the ancestral boost, so it does literally 60% of more damage instead of 30. And because we're playing Titan and our every second slam ability is boosted, this doesn't matter that it has 14 seconds of cooldown. Because you once leap slam and then I leap slam again. It doesn't matter if it's 40 seconds, because it's either way, every second slam is ancestrally boosted, so it's 60% of free damage. I have Heft as well, of course, for the cost multi. And now here's the twist, 30% more maximum physical damage. Look at this. The very moment... Hang on. Click. The very moment I take this one out, same thing, like 120,000 damage just gone. This is just such an insane boost. I don't think anything else comes close. Well, Fist of War comes close, and close combat, but this is just insane of amount of damages. Close combat 2, 30% more damage, and of course the skill cost multiplier. These are your gems. You're literally playing warrior with just 2 skills. I don't know if you can get this even more lazy. I'm guessing you probably could make the warrior around leap slam with some crit build with consuming the fully broken armor. I guess that's a thing, but that's not the build I'm making. On top of that, for bosses, you have Inferno Cry. It gives 59% more extra fire damage. That's why, even further, we have this fire penetration too, because we are doing so much fire as well damage. Yeah, so this is just ridiculous, and Herald of Ash is just a bonus for clearing, like, I don't know if I even need this, because my leap slam currently is like, I think it was 4.5 meters? No, 4.8 meters impact radius, so it is quite big. I do have plans to make it even bigger without the Herald of Ash, but that will be in the next update. But that's the gear, that's the skill gems. Well, the passive tree. You will want to start pathing up these nodes, hulking form, and then up to these with 25% of increased aftershocks, and this is just free damage. Every single second slam is just free damage. Grab yourself some armor here. Of course, it has strength and life regeneration. Some AoE on weapon set number 1, more armor. I do still use the Undying Hate. That turns this node into basically life regeneration, because like 2900 of cost of a skill is just, well, I'm not gonna do the calculations, but it's just insane amount of regen. On mapping, when I leap slam, I basically end up with almost 3000 of life regeneration, so it says it all. More AoE here, was some armor to elemental, more attack, AoE. Now, do keep in mind if you take these notes, it will not actually show the damage on the rolling slam in game. But when I checked in POB, basically my rolling slam is almost 2 million. The second slam, because the first slam is 900k and the second slam is 1.8 million. So my rolling slam does a bit more. Blood magic, so well, you're not gonna be able to keep up with the mana cost. And either way, I don't even know if I need blood magic because Atalui basically makes that skill mana cost converts to life cost, so I'm not sure about this one. But if I would put the Undying Hate Gem here, I would lose all this. All the AoE, the extra damage, more AoE damage, I'll just lose it. And well, yeah, this node here would give me like 50% more increased damage, but I don't think it's worth it, to be honest. Better to keep it on here. Now this one. We have Level Bound Gauntlet and Colossal Weapon. So Level Bound Gauntlet is just right here. It converts your invasion rating for gloves to armor. I have Colossal Weapon here, just gives a bit of strength and increase area of effect. Nothing too special. I did anoint this on my amulet because, well, my weapons just require so much strength, like 489, and I was struggling. So this is what I'm using right now. More damage for maces. This part here also doesn't show in game, but it did show in POB. So in POB, it basically shows that the leap slam, no, not the leap slam, the rolling slam is 2 million. More strength, Giant's Blood, more elemental armor, and here's the surrounded tech. So these ones are gonna be on your weapon set number 2, the damage set. These ones you can just put whatever. I did get regeneration, just to basically... Without this, I would need to leap slam like 3 or 4 times before I start being on full health. With this, I just leap slam 2 times and I keep on healthy all the time, my full HP. More AoE damage. Here's... no, yeah, AoE. Not damage, just AoE. Here's more damage for weapon set number 2. This one with the rings that I explained, you have invasion rating on your rings, you will convert that into armor. It's, you know, either way you're going to be using this helmet that is invasion rating, so as for 1 point you might as well, yeah. And of course more damage here, some attack speed, and have a Prism of Belief that gives me +2 to rolling slam. That's why I have 40, level 40. Of course, I have the Corrupted Uncut Skill Gem that is level 21 instead of 20. And on Leap Slam the same. So that's about it. I'll have a link to the written guide as well for you guys to check out. And if I make any changes in the future, I'll be sure to make an update. If you have any questions, just put them in the comments. I'll do my very best to answer all of them. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one.